All right, guys, Anthony Williams here from Detroit, Michigan. We're talking about earning. If you get paid every week, every 2 weeks, this is a good app that will allow you to get a cash advance on your money, okay? Which simply means you download the app. The link is in the description of this video. And what it's all about, I got a pop-up. Let's click this pop-up out here. But what this does is simply allow you to get paid a lot sooner than your payroll. If you get paid every week, every 2 weeks, and let's say, especially if you get paid every week, every 2 weeks rather, because there are times when you have a situation pop up and you need money right now. Simply download this app, or you can just simply go in the link, sign up, and you can download the app. But the reason why we're doing this referral is because you do get free money for just sponsoring people. And they'll turn around and give you a gift of $9, $10, $11, doesn't matter. And that kind of offsets the price of you having to, because when you borrow money, like if you say you get $100, the tip is normally 10. Don't go no less than 10, because the tip is what keeps the community going. For instance, when you go to a check cashing joints, we all know those are legal loan sharks. They're legal, but they're loan sharks. You borrow $100, then you got to give them back 160, something like that, And then that's the con, because you eventually end up in a repetitive cycle of constantly going in, paying the loan back, and then taking some more money out because you don't have any more money left because you didn't gave up the majority of your payroll check. Now you got to keep going back to borrow and borrow and borrow. And it's like a merry-go-round. If you don't know how to get off of that thing, you'll stay on it. I know I used to do it years ago. And this Earnin app is much, much better. There's no hook and crook involved as far as going to a check cashing joint and getting stuck in those payroll advances, where you end up borrowing your whole check and then got to pay 100 of it back plus your whole check. This is something much different. The principle is the same, but you're not having to pay back so much more money. And you get a referral. You get the opportunity to get free money, because every time you refer somebody, what that does is then they now are prompted by the app for them to send a gift to the person that got them started. So last few times this has happened, I've seen about a $9 gift every time. I go into my Chase account, I got the app, and I'm noticing I got more money in there, and I didn't borrow any money. Then I'll go to the Earnin app and it'll say, hey, someone gave you a gift for referring. So that's the reason why I like this app. And it is good because if you connect your debit card, like I connected my debit card with Chase to my app, okay, and then whenever I borrow money, the money's in there in less than 2 minutes, okay. But just understand, so if you borrow 60, then 70 you got to pay back because there's a $10 tip. But remember, the tip money is what keeps the community going. So give a tip. Don't get cheap and only give them $5. Give them 10, okay. You can give them whatever you want, but that's what keeps the community going. That's what keeps the cycle of money being able to be borrowed, because of like if I borrow $100, okay, then I'm going to add in, it has a little clock on there where you can put how much on the tip that you want. And on that tip, I normally do $10. So I got 110 coming out of my account on payroll, okay. So there's your Earnin app, okay, right next to the Instagram. Open that bad boy up. And then that is your app. You simply log in. Now, since I got the fingerprint scanner on my E5 Plus, I'm going to hit the fingerprint scanner. It's going to recognize. And then when it opens up, now I'm going to give you, because I've done videos in the car, so I want to sit down and give you a real kind of a good video. My earnings are at $931. Now, you can cash out at 100. So, and another thing you want to do, you want to add your timesheet when you get this. It is geolocated, so when you go to work, cut the app on, okay, and allow access allow your phone to give the app access so that it knows, because by it being tracking in the phone through GPS, it can the app actually knows based on your phone being on in your pocket, on your hip, or in your purse, in your locker at work. It knows how long you've been at that location. You're gonna put in your job location, address, and all of that. Okay, you go through your profile, set that all up in your profile, and it knows that you worked 8 hours, or 10 hours, or 12 hours, because the app is geolocated. So it will track me from the time I left the house, and because you put your home address in there, and then you put your address in there to your job. So when you get to work, you clock in. I put the phone back in my pocket. I'm working 12 hours a day, 11 and a half minus the 30-minute lunch. And so at the end of the day, by the time I punch out and I'm halfway home, I'll get the app will pop up. Your calculations and your earnings were tabulated for the day. Or if you got an electronic time clock like I got, you hit the badge. You can go in there, and then on our time clock, I can go in and hit time card, and it'll show the hours that I work. And then what I do is, if you come down here on the phone where it says add timesheet, then you want to open it, okay, and then your camera will open up, and then you just simply take a picture of your time card on the wall or wherever your guys' time clock is at. And that helps you get calculated a lot easier as well. Now, when you hit cash out, so I hit cash out, okay? So I'm going to take this thing. How much money do you want to borrow? Let's say I want to do $100 because that's the limit for me. Okay, so when you hit cash out, it's going to ask you for a tip. And the tip is going to start, you can do 5. I would prefer to do 10, again, because we don't want no cheap, stingy people in this thing. And that, again, the tip is what keeps this whole thing going. Okay, just simple as that. And by referring people to Earnin, you still get the referral codes. You can put it out there on social media and text it, email to your friends. And this is good for people who are working, who have a job. They have a time clock that they punch. They work 8 to 12, 14, 16 hours, depending on where you at. Okay. And again, if you get paid every 2 weeks, this is great for people who get paid every 2 weeks, because life happens. Let's say you need car work done all of a sudden and you ain't got it, you short. You can go into your earnings app and borrow the money in about 2 minutes. Okay? Just remember, what you borrow plus the tip is what they're going to take out of your direct deposit. So what I did was I linked my Chase account so that every other week, we get paid on Friday. So the deposit will hit my payroll will hit my account, and then the earnings app will go in and take the 110. Okay, so now I don't have that pressure on me about if I'm in between payroll checks and something happens and we need work done on the car, or it's winter time and my battery's dead. I need to buy a new battery, and let's say I'm short. I didn't pay the rent, I didn't pay the car note, paid insurance, whatever. And I only got maybe 50, 60 bucks to my name. Okay, I can go right into this Earnings app. The Earnings app, this is real, guys. It's not a scam. Okay, it's real. One of my videos already over 1,200 views in a month. So people are looking into this thing. But you have that opportunity now to, let's say you need groceries. Okay, for whatever reason, holiday season coming up, Christmas now, and let's say you got to get food, and you don't have what you need, and you don't have the money to go buy the rest of the food, then you can just simply borrow the money. Hey, 20, 30, 50, 60, 100. Okay, you can borrow that. That's what they're going to limit you to when you first start it. And then, of course, that will increase once they see that you have borrowed and been able to pay back readily and steadily. Okay, so in the link of this video, go down beneath this video. Click on my referral link, sign up today. This app is official. It works. It takes a whole lot of stress and pressure off, especially when you run into life's oops or hiccup moments and you get caught short. Never get caught short again with the Earnin app. Okay, come out of those check cashing joints. Okay. the legal loan shark, where you are stuck in a spider web carousel of giving back more interest than damn near half of what you borrow. Okay, and a lot of people end up, I know because I've been there years ago when the thing first started. Everybody thought it was the greatest thing since sliced bread. Kind of find out people are now up in there religiously more than they are in church, borrowing money in the trap, because you'll never be able to pay that money back because what happens, I'm telling you, you get in there and them check cashing joints and you end up borrowing $200, man, you're going to end up paying back damn near $300, if not more. And most of the time, that's most people's 80% of their check. So you pay back 80% of that, and then you got to turn right back around before you even leave out of there and borrow a few more dollars. And then again, no few more dollars, you are being hit with the interest is ridiculous. With this, the interest is whatever you set it at. And that's what I like about the Earnin app, ladies and gentlemen, because there's no pressure on you about when or how much you got to pay back. Oh, I borrowed $200, I got to give them back $320, you know, and then you give them back that $320 and you turn around, you know, boom, let me borrow. That's a trap. This has some control to it because you can only do 100 at a time when you first start. So there's a limitation, which is cool. It's a controlled environment, and it allows you to stay ahead of the game, so to speak. So I just want to put it out there like that. Click that link in the description of this video. Get started, man, with the Earnin app, because you can get free money just by referring other people. Okay, so when I got referred by somebody I clicked on YouTube, I sent them a gift. So it's a pay it forward system where, you know, pay it ahead, pay in advance, and you be a blessing to somebody else. It's a nice community. Of course, they got other apps out there too, but the Earnin app is probably about the best one, because you could, I mean, because if you do what I'm doing, you could wake up one day and you done referred 3, 4, 5 people, and then they end up blessing you with $9, $10 in gifts a piece. Now you got what, 50, 60 bucks in your account, and that's free money because you ain't got to pay that back, and it goes directly into your account, or directly into your checking account. So I like this app a lot. It's official. You know, again, click the link in the description of the video. Earnin, guys, this is one of the best payday apps out here, and I'm not gonna say it's the best because I ain't tried them all, but this was the one. When it worked and I seen how fast I got my money, I was like, nah, I'm gonna stay with it. You know, I'm just gonna promote it like I do all my other referral links on this channel. So again, click that link in the description of the video. The app is nice. It's geolocated. It knows, because I was trying to figure out, how does it know how many hours that I work if I don't do the time card, if I don't take a picture of my time clock. It's based off the app and Google, which a lot of people don't like. You know, it's a lot of stuff been coming out about Google. But anyway, you need that on so that it's a backup to tell the app, I was at work 8 hours a day. This is my job address. This is my home address. As soon as you cut your phone on and you allow location access to that app, it's going to track you from the time you left home to the time you punch the time clock while you're there, okay? And then when you punch out and then go home, it's going to know that you worked 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 hours that day, okay? So they don't give you 100% of your money. The Earnings app will give you a base amount. They're not going to match dollar for dollar. But again, it's still a cool app because you can get money whenever you need it with the Earnin app. And I do think it's a legit app. So I'm recommending it to everybody that has a 9 to 5, a 3 to 11, a 1 to 9, 5 to 5, whatever you do, and you get caught in a pinch, you're going to need this Earnin app, especially when the holiday season coming around. This is perfect for the holiday season, okay? So I'll see you on the sign up side, guys, and welcome to the Earnin community. It's a beautiful thing, okay? It is a beautiful thing. Earnin is that deal. Peace.